Welcome back to part two of the Field Note podcast. Watermelon, they say, is the perfectly politically correct fruit, green on the outside and red on the inside. But Bayer, the global agri giant, wants to change the watermelon. Its new variety called Yellow Gold 48 is green on the outside, but the color of Chennai Super Kings jersey on the inside. To tell us about it, we have Mr. K. Muthu, the head of vegetable seeds for South and Southeast Asia at Bayer. Mr. Muthu, why?
See, our botanical experts around the world have always felt that the yellow watermelon has been there even before the red watermelon. What happened in the generations that followed after the identification of the watermelon was that because of the continuous crossbreeding that happened for generations, the red watermelon actually moved much faster than the yellow watermelon. So, in a nutshell, in our plant habitat, yellow watermelon is there from since many, many years. Now, the reason why we in Bayer Vegetable Seeds came into this yellow watermelon space through our Yellow Gold 48 is primarily for the following reasons. One, it tastes very nice. The sweetness is one of the highest, and it tastes like more or less like honey, as many of my friends tell us. So the tasteness is the major driver. And secondly, the size of this fruit is 3 kgs, which is actually very much preferred by the nuclear families today because it fits into their refrigerators. They have a small family, they consume the entire fruit at single serve. So these are some of the reasons why our consumers prefer the 3 kg size fruits. And on the nutritional side, this particular yellow watermelon has got a nutrient called beta carotene pigment. This pigment is an antioxidant. So this is a differentiator to the red watermelon. Of course, let me be very clear that the nutrition values in the red and the yellow watermelon are same, but they offer differentiated nutritions to the consumer, which actually goes very well with our nutritionalists nowadays calling out for a more colorful plate being served to the children. From the farmer front, the farmers are actually getting 30% more price because of this differentiation and the sweetness that this particular yellow watermelon is offering. So these are the major drivers why we launched this product.
Okay. Mr. Muthu, why I asked you is because globally, in terms of horticulture, for all the fruits, the trend seems to be towards redder seeming fruits. You know, if you take guava or even jackfruit, there is a lot of emphasis on creating redder varieties, copper red bulbs of jackfruit. This seems sort of counterintuitive, turning a red fruit into yellow.
See, from our perspective, the driver for major of our breeding objective is primarily the taste and consumer preference. So this is the major driver. I agree that there is always a uniform pattern in the vegetable space and in the fruit space, which is actually the area where our breeders focus on. But there are also many times that we also enter into the little diversified areas and space as well. For example, if you take capsicum, capsicum was generally, we were actually breeding only in the green capsicum throughout the world, if you see. But now you will also see the yellow ones and red ones very popular in most of the retail chains. So these diversifications always differentiated offers has always been there in by all the seed companies. And let me also explain about some of the how we actually define the breeding objectives. The breeding objectives we focus on 3 major stakeholders. One is the farmer, second is of course the consumers, and the value chain partners. So at farm level, we will focus more on yield, quality, disease, and virus tolerance. At the consumer level, our focus is primarily on taste, size, shape, convenience to carry home. So these are some of the areas which we work on. And in terms of value chain, it is primarily the transportability and storability. These are the things our middlemen, our mandi people, and the retail chains like Reliance Fresh, they expect this transportability and storage is as the main criteria. So these are some of the areas with which we work on with this breeding objectives. And here, for in this case with Yellow Gold 48, it fits very well in terms of taste, size, transportation, because it has got a thick skin, which actually the firmness and compactness is very good. And then it also offers the differentiated nutritions, excellent return on investment. So these are the major drivers why we are going in this direction.
Mr. Muthu, where can consumers expect to encounter the Yellow Gold 48? Is it available pan India now, or you're trying it out in smaller clusters?
So we did the pilot and our trials for the last 2 years in many parts of India. And the produce was available during this summer seasons in major markets like Bangalore, little bit around Mumbai, and some places in UP as well. So our next season for Yellow Gold 48 starts from September, October. The sowing season starts, and it will be available in the market from the next spring and the summer, starting from next February. Currently, whatever the trial fields that are in the ground, that are almost harvested, and some are yet to be harvested. Only those fruits will be available in the market.
What has been the reaction of farmers? What is in it for them? Is there any substantial increase in yields that they experience with the new variety?
Yes. So I can tell you an example of a farmer in Karnataka, where when the farmer used our trial plots, and he also got some seeds from us, and when he sowed, and when he harvested, he got 30% higher price for his produce. This is very, very unusual, right? When you go with a differentiated product, normally the middlemen and the value chain partners never accept it instantly, right? In the first few years, the companies which are launching, the farmers needs to educate the value chain partners more than the consumer to make it reach to the consumer. That's the normal experience that we have had for many, many years. That was not the case with this yellow watermelon. For example, in all the plots where the trials had happened, the farmers were able to sell instantly, and they all got 30% more price than the normal price. And this has also been very well recorded by the local TV channels that actually initiated a lot of excitement among the fellow farmers, because of which we got a number of calls for this. So overall, the experience has been very, very good. And then the stakeholders also very much liked it. People even tried transporting it from near Bangalore to Mumbai, just to see how the quality of fruits manages the transportability and storability. So it was also available. It was also been available in Pune. So in that sense, I think we got an excellent response from the farmers community, especially considering this being a differentiated product. Getting such an overwhelming response in the first year itself is a very great thing. I would also like to tell another experience where we got an excellent feedback. We normally conduct an event called Pragati Divas. So this Pragati Divas event is primarily to showcase our innovative product in a single place to all the stakeholders. It happens for 5 days a year. Last time that we had was in January of 2020, before the pandemic.
And by stakeholders, who all do you mean?
Stakeholders, I mean the farmers, our seed distributors, the industry stakeholders like retail chain people, middlemen, the mandi people, government officials, agricultural college students, botany graduates. So many people comes and visit these Pragati Divas event, which happens for 5 days. It's a live demonstrations in the field for all the innovation products. And there we also served them live counters, which means just harvest from the field and directly serve them. And there were 2 queues, one for yellow watermelon and one for the red watermelon. And the students always, after tasting the yellow watermelon, they always push their friends who have come along with them into the yellow watermelon queue from the red watermelon. So that's a very emotive moment for our breeders, where there can't be another better feedback for us than this.
In terms of retail price, is there a difference between the conventional variety and this?
In our pilot areas, wherever we have done the trials, the farmers have fetched almost 30% more price. The buyers have actually given 30% more price. So we assume that the prices in wherever they have sold, that there also the 30% hike would be there. My understanding is that at least one area where that we followed with this farmer whom I told, the prices were at least 4 to 5 rupees higher than the red watermelon.